Eid Mubarak, everybody. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy the day, and thank you so much for inviting me to share this special day with you. Thank you.
Good morning, Andy. Thank you very much for coming today. We are really privileged that you're here. You take time. I'm sure you have got a busy schedule. But how is the atmosphere? How do you feel?
Well, morning, salam alaikum. It's amazing to be invited here today. Such an honour, actually. So when I had the invitation from Councillor Akbar, I was determined to be here. Even though I have a busy day, I wanted to be with everybody on this very special day.
Thank you very much. That's very, 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 very humbling to us that you've given time. I'm sure you will fly to some other engagement as soon as, but all the people from here in South Manchester, they really wanted you here, and we had to push your office for you to be here, so we are really glad that you are here. Yeah. We are glad. What would be something that you would advise the people today? What message would you give them today?
Well, the message I would give today is we're living through a time where there's rising inequality in society, and we all need to take time to reflect, to think what it's like to be those without food, without shelter, to put ourselves in other people's shoes and walk in those shoes. And it seems to me that that's what the Holy Month is all about. And it's very important for me to be here to thank people for the contributions that they're making to organisations, charities, to society in Greater Manchester, to help those in great need. And as Mayor of Greater Manchester, it enables me to say thank you to everybody for the huge contribution that the community makes to our life here in Greater Manchester.
And that's really appreciated, because we really appreciate your support throughout the year with all the challenges that we've been facing as a community, as Manchester. So we know we don't get to see you every day, but we hear your messages across Manchester through the different medias. So we really appreciate that. We need you to know that we really appreciate that. And we will hope that you will continue supporting us in the same way and do more. We can't ask for more, but we always would love to have more.
Well, it's lovely of you to say that, and I really appreciate it. You're absolutely right. This has been a testing time for everybody and continues to be so. But I just want to thank people for standing firm, standing together, and that's what we've shown in the last year. And as your mayor, I will always be here to support the community in any way that I possibly can. I'm just so proud, actually, of the way that Greater Manchester has stood together in the last year. It's been an incredible thing to see.
That's very reassuring for our people. But you can see this event is mainly organized by young people.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah? And what would be the message to the young people, and what support can you give them, whether directly or indirectly, that they should look out for?
Well, we do need to give more support for young people. They've been the target for cuts in the past, and you can't build a strong, cohesive society on that basis when you're taking hope away from young people. So as mayor, I see it as my mission to give hope back to all young people in all communities, and to help them build that strong, united Greater Manchester going forward. You know, if you take hope away from people, that's when you allow people on the fringes and the extremes to exploit people, and we will never let that happen here. And the young people of Greater Manchester are incredible in the way that they refuse to be taken in by that, and we've got great foundations to build on. But in the end, the best thing about Greater Manchester is the people of Greater Manchester, and they're our best asset, particularly our young people, and we've got to invest in them.
Indeed, it's a good message for our young people to hear that, and I hope you will have a representative of their voice where they can channel through that all their messages and the innovative ideas they have to come through to you, because I'm sure not everyone can have access to you because you're the one man, but we need to know that we've got a channel to get our messages to you.
When I left Westminster, I thought I was signing up for a quiet life, you see, and it hasn't quite worked out like that. So I am having to deal with lots of different issues. The trains have been a bit of a problem recently, but the job is demanding, but I'm loving the job. I'm doing my best to be there for everybody and to get around. But I also want to be a grassroots mayor. I'm not the kind of person who just sits in the office and doesn't listen. I want to be on the ground, and you're absolutely right. I want to give all people, all communities, all faiths a voice at the heart of Greater Manchester, so that we can carry on working and building together.
One last thing, with regards to your advice to all the communities and how they should support each other. Before I invite Councillor Akbar to kind of chip into this conversation, what would that be, or what does that look like to you?
So my advice would be to say to all communities, we are living through volatile times in the world, and extremism in all communities is rising, in all walks of life, in all faiths, in all parts of society. And it's important that people understand what's going on and be certain to ensure that people of all faiths work together, stick together, and don't allow people on the fringes to come here and divide people. We had the far right in Manchester just a week or two ago coming here to try and turn people against each other. Well, they were shown the door back out of Manchester, and they didn't succeed. But we need people of all faiths, good people of all faiths, to carry on working in that way, to stand together and to build a positive, welcoming, diverse Greater Manchester.
One thing I was asked by the people, can we get you here at least every year once? And now I can't answer that, only you can. And I'll leave that with you.
So we'll do this on camera. Yes. If I'm not taken anywhere else by something else, if I can be here, I will always be here.
He's kept his promise, so I really appreciate that. I know he's a busy man. Also, obviously, thanks to our Member of Parliament, Afzal Khan. He's always here when we need him. So thank you both for attending this morning and for your kind words. I would just like to thank Andy for taking time over out of his busy schedule to come here today. Eid is a very important day for the Muslim community. It has been obviously the month of Ramadan, and certainly in summer there have been long fasts. It's been a difficult month in many respects, and today is really special. The sun is shining, and the two mosques, Masjid al-Furqan and Makki Mosque, have got together to revive a tradition of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to pray Eid outside. We've been blessed with this beautiful park here in this constituency, and also the weather, and do know that the people out there really appreciate Andy coming in here and appreciating all the hard work that's gone here to put this event together. So thank you, Andy, and hope to see you again.
No problem.